If you're over 55, keep watching because Costco got senior discounts they won't advertise with. One of them can even get you 80% off your medical bills. Let's start. Here's something most people don't know. You don't even need a Costco membership to use the pharmacy. Walk in, no card required. Fill your prescription like anyone else off the street. That alone should stop you in your tracks because most people assume everything in this building requires that membership card. Now here's the part that actually moves the needle for anyone managing a fixed income. Costco's member prescription program can cut your cost on generic and name brand medications by up to 80%. Not a coupon, not a limited time promo, a standing program available every time you refill. On a single chronic prescription, refilled every month, that discount can cover your entire annual membership fee in a matter of weeks. Blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, thyroid medication. The kind of prescriptions that don't go away and that quietly eat into a retirement budget month after month. But there's a catch you absolutely need to understand before you rely on this. This discount program does not stack with insurance. You can't use your insurance and the discount card at the same time on the same fill. So before every single fill, you compare the two. Check what your insurance charges after your copay. Check what the discount program charges without insurance at all. Pick whichever number is lower. It takes 30 seconds at the counter. It can save you hundreds of dollars a year, sometimes more depending on what you're taking. And if getting to the store is the hard part, not the cost, Costco has you covered there too. Same-day delivery is available on pharmacy orders over $35, right to your door. No trip through a crowded parking lot. No standing in line behind 10 other people. No asking a neighbor for a ride. For anyone managing multiple prescriptions, or anyone who just doesn't want to fight traffic for a pill bottle, this is the department doing the most quiet work in the entire warehouse. Most shoppers walk straight past the pharmacy counter on their way to the rotisserie chickens. Don't be most shoppers. Let's talk about something almost nobody associates with Costco: hearing aids. Here's a number that should genuinely surprise you. Costco controls roughly 16% of the entire hearing aid market in the United States. 16%. Second only to the VA. Think about what that actually means. A private audiologist clinic is a small, independent operation with a handful of locations. Costco is buying at a scale almost nobody in the private market can match. And that scale shows up directly in the price tag you pay. A pair of hearing aids at a private clinic can run you anywhere from $2,500 to $8,000, depending on the brand and features. At Costco, that same category of prescription device typically runs somewhere between $980 and $1,700. Do the math on that gap. That's potentially $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000 saved on a single purchase for a device that works the same way and does the same job. And the sticker price isn't even the whole story. At most private clinics, everything after the initial sale gets billed separately. The hearing evaluation, the fitting appointment, every follow-up adjustment as your ears and your hearing needs change. At Costco, all of that is built directly into the price. Your hearing test, your fitting, unlimited follow-up visits and adjustments for the entire life of the device, all included with no separate invoice showing up 6 months later because your aids need a tune-up. Most locations carry several major brands, so you're not locked into one option. You're comparing real choices at real Costco pricing in one visit. If you've been putting off getting your hearing checked because of what you assume it'll cost you, this is the department that quietly removes that excuse entirely. You don't need anyone's permission or a doctor's referral to walk in and ask for a hearing test. It's sitting right there in the warehouse, past the towering pallets of paper towels, doing more for people's daily quality of life than almost anything else sold under this roof. Same building, same idea, a different sense this time. Costco's optical department works almost exactly like the pharmacy does. You don't need a membership to see the optometrist. Walk in, book an eye exam, get your prescription updated, no card required. The doctor on site is an independent professional, but the pricing structure runs through Costco's buying model, which means it's built for volume, not for padding a private practice's overhead. Most major vision insurance plans are accepted here, so if you already have coverage, it still applies. And once you're holding a prescription, the real savings start. Kirkland Signature frames and lenses, priced well below what you'd pay for comparable quality at a standalone optical shop. Contact lenses, sunglasses, lens coatings and add-ons. All the same story repeating itself. Costco's white label pricing model applied to something nearly everyone over 55 eventually needs. If you're already making the trip for a prescription refill or a hearing test, this is a 5-minute detour that can save you real money on something you'd otherwise budget separately for, in a whole different part of town. 3 departments in now. Starting to notice the pattern? None of these are labeled senior discount. None of them require an ID that proves your age. They're simply departments where Costco's bulk pricing model happens to line up perfectly with what people over 55 actually spend money on most: medication, hearing, and vision. The next one isn't about a department at all. It's about a membership tier most people assume is only for business owners buying pallets of inventory. It isn't. Everyone assumes the executive membership is for shop owners restocking a store. It's not. Anyone can upgrade to it. It runs around $130 a year, roughly $65 more than the basic Gold Star tier. Here's exactly what that extra $65 buys you. First, early access to the warehouse. Executive members can shop before the doors officially open to the public, before the crowds show up, before the lines form at the deli counter, before someone's oversized cart is blocking the only aisle you need. If crowded warehouses wear you out, or you simply move at your own pace, that quiet early hour alone might be worth the upgrade on comfort grounds. Second, and this is the part most people completely miss, 2% cash back on almost everything you buy. Groceries, pharmacy purchases, travel bookings made through Costco, even certain home improvement installations. It accumulates automatically and shows up once a year as a reward certificate you redeem right there in the store. Now let's actually do the math together. If you and your household spend around $3,250 a year at Costco, that 2% cashback alone covers the entire $65 cost of upgrading to executive. Spend more than that in a year, and the upgrade becomes pure profit sitting in your pocket. For a retiree buying groceries, prescriptions, and household essentials every single month, hitting that spending number isn't difficult. For a lot of people, it's almost automatic without even trying. So the decision isn't complicated once you see the numbers. The basic membership isn't the wrong choice for everyone. But if Costco is already part of your regular routine, staying at the entry tier likely means leaving real money on the table year after year. That's 2 ways this warehouse quietly pays you back. Here's a third. 3 more corners of this store that people walk right past without a second glance. Start with gas. Costco's fuel prices consistently run below the stations surrounding it, and not by just a few pennies. Fill up regularly, and over the course of a year, that gap adds up to real, noticeable money. If you're driving to doctor's appointments, visiting grandkids across town, or just running the usual errands, that's savings you collect automatically, without changing a single habit. Next, gift cards. This one genuinely surprises people who've never checked. Costco sells gift cards for restaurants, entertainment, and gaming below their actual face value, sometimes up to 25% off the printed amount. A gift card for a restaurant you already eat at regularly, purchased for noticeably less than it's worth. That's a discount hiding in plain sight, tucked near the checkout lanes, that most shoppers walk straight past on their way out the door. And finally, travel. If retirement means more time to actually go places, Costco travel deserves a look before you book anywhere else. Cruises, hotels, rental cars. The Low Price Finder tool lets you compare rates across major companies side by side, all in one place, without opening 5 different browser tabs. Shoppers who've priced the exact same hotel room independently have found the Costco travel price lower, sometimes with extras like an upgraded room category or free breakfast bundled in. None of this requires you to prove your age at checkout. None of it is labeled specifically for seniors. But gas, gift cards, and travel bookings are exactly the kind of recurring expenses that quietly drain a fixed income month after month. And they're exactly the kind of expenses Costco happens to discount, without ever calling it a discount out loud. Add it all up: pharmacy, hearing, optical, cashback, gas, gift cards, travel, and you start to understand why so many retirees keep renewing this membership every single year without hesitation. But there's one more trick left, and it costs you nothing extra. Here's a detail buried in the fine print that most members never think to use. Every single Costco membership comes with 1 free household card at no additional cost. That means a spouse, an adult child, or anyone living in your household can get their own card, tied directly to your membership without paying a separate fee. 2 people, one membership fee between them. If you're living on a fixed income, that's an immediate way to cut your effective cost in half, starting today. But it goes further than just splitting the bill. Bulk buying only makes real sense if you can actually use what you buy before it spoils or goes stale. A single person living alone doesn't need a 6-pound bag of grapes or a case of a dozen rotisserie chicken-sized meals sitting in the freezer. But two households sharing one membership can split those bulk purchases evenly. Buy the big pack together. Divide it up in the parking lot before you even drive home. Walk away with full warehouse pricing and none of the waste that usually cancels it out. That's the real math behind bulk shopping for smaller households. It was never about buying more than you need. It's about splitting what you buy with someone else who needs it too. If you've got a sibling, a close friend, or an adult child nearby who also shops here regularly, this is the easiest change on this entire list to make. It costs nothing. It takes about 5 minutes at the membership desk. Let's be honest for a second, because most videos like this one won't tell you this part. Costco doesn't win every single price comparison out there. For small households or for smaller quantity purchases, stores like Dollar Tree and Dollar General can beat Costco outright on certain items. Their per-ounce price might technically be higher. But if you only need a little of something, the total you actually hand over at checkout is often lower there than it would be buying the Costco-sized version. Bulk pricing only helps you if bulk is genuinely something you'll use before it goes to waste. And here's the part that might honestly change your decision about where to spend your membership dollars. If a discounted membership fee itself is what matters most to you, Costco isn't even the best option available. Sam's Club actually offers shoppers 50 and older a real, official discount on membership. Somewhere in the range of $30 to $50 off the standard price. An actual senior discount, by name, on the membership card itself. The exact thing this whole video set out to explain doesn't exist at Costco, but it does exist one warehouse over, at their closest competitor. So why do so many retirees stick with Costco anyway, year after year? Because the departments we just walked through, pharmacy, hearing, optical, travel, often outweigh a one-time membership discount by a wide margin. One single hearing aid purchase alone can save you more money than a decade's worth of discounted membership fees ever would. The honest answer is this. If the lowest possible membership price is your priority, look at Sam's Club. If the deepest savings buried inside the store itself are your priority, Costco is very hard to beat. Either way, now you know exactly where to look.